Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone. We haven't been on in a while, but I wanted to come on here and just give you guys a yard tour and what we're going to be doing and some updates. I know I haven't been on in a while, but we've had a lot going on, so I'm just going to share with you guys. Okay, so over here, we have a strip over next to the next door neighbor's house. Um, of land. I don't know necessarily what we're gonna do with it. We were thinking maybe putting together a garden together, a long driveway. Um, so over here is the tree that when we had the ice storm, the branches kept falling down. And we're gonna get like part of that cut off because I don't want it to fall and hit the top of the house again to do any damage. Thank goodness it didn't do any real damage this past storm, but that doesn't mean future storms or in the winter again that won't happen. Um, so we have pretty big yard. We have 2 acres and it comes up over this way. This is our front yard. Kids' little swings, our swing. So this is my front garden. I do have some plants and stuff that I already planted in there, but the problem is that I think I want to tear the front of it out because I want to build a deck. And by a deck, I like my dream, what I really want is a deck going from one side of the house to the other side of the house and have like a little roof, so it could be comfy, cozy, sitting on the front porch, sipping, my coffee or whatever, some tea, because the kids, they really like playing out in the front yard, but also all the neighbors, they have kids, and then the kids can also ride their bikes and stuff like that up and down the street. At our old house, they weren't really able to do that, so they really take advantage of it. And then over here, we kind of have like all this brush and stuff like that next to the garage. We still own some of this property on the side up here. I don't really know what to do with it, but I kind of like the wall, so then it keeps, the neighbors and us divided. So then we don't really have to see each other. So it still feels like country, but it's not like completely country. But we did clean out some brush back here along the garage because it was just all next to the garage and it was taking over and the gutters and stuff like that. So we literally just moved in this house last year, so there's so much work to be done, so much yard work, and the people who lived here beforehand left a lot of different like garbage pieces. Now mind you, when we moved and bought the house, it was in the winter, still kind of months, like we still had snow and stuff, so you couldn't really see all the stuff underneath, all the garbage and stuff. So we're still playing like clean up, catch up, stuff like that. And then we have our deck on the back. It needs some more, like there's a couple boards that probably could get fixed and stuff like that. So this house did used to have a pool back here in this area that came up and around, but the owners before us took it out, she said, because the lining and stuff like that. So that's our clothing line. We just put that up so I can come out here and hang our clothes. We have a fire pit. I don't know if I want to keep it in that spot or move it, but I was thinking because the kids really don't play out here, I'm going to take all their toys and probably put it up front, and then make that like their area, and then make this back here just like our garden area and stuff like that. So this big pile of brush right here, this is what we've collected out of the front yard from when we had that really bad ice storm this past winter. So it's a lot to get, we got a lot to get through, but So, I don't know if you can see. So back here, that's some more of the area that I said. So I kind of want to clear out, and I know that's going to take like a really long time, but I kind of want to clear it out a little bit and make it go back farther so you can see more of the property. So this big pile right here, like I said, the neighbor left, or the lady who owned it before us, she left a lot of garbage. So this actually was a big pile last year that she said, oh, well, I'll leave it and you can just, set it on fire for like a big welcoming home pile. No, not even. Like after the snow and everything melted or whatever, you looked at it and there was like bed frames, there was like a big, I don't even know, cupboards and like just, yeah, different things. Metal things, there was glass, there was stuff from like a wedding. I don't know, it was just a mess. So it's still a mess. I mean, we're still working at it and plucking at it like every day, but it's a work in progress. So over here, this is where we started planting the trees. I gotta go get some mulch and mulch around them. So this year we bought 2 apple trees and we bought 2 cherry trees and we got 2 peach trees. The peach trees are back by the house. We gotta get those in the ground somewhere too. But for right now, this is where we started growing the trees. This is our first year actually planting trees, so we're excited. So as you can see, we have a lot of woods area and a lot that needs cleaned up still, but as everybody knows, yard work's never done, so just like laundry, it just keeps going and going and going. And then this is a little shed that was back here, and as you can see, like there's a tarp left, old hose, rake, like all different stuff was still left. He pulled quite a bit of things out of the woods earlier. That was like metal stuff and took all that back already. You can't really see because now all the trees are grown up or whatever, but it looked like they were taking stuff and they were just like throwing it over the hills and just piling it in there. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to take you guys all the way down there because I'm only in my bedroom slippers, but so this is one of the trails, and if we take this all the way down because it goes back quite a ways, there is part of the Grand River, I think it is, back there, but there is a boat shop like way on the other side of one property, and that goes back behind their boat shop, which our backyard leads into. So like I said, it's pretty big property. We have 2 acres, which is really good. What we wanted, because we wanted to be out so we could grow stuff. I don't know what this was at one time, if it was like a big tree and it kind of came out, but it's a big like hole in our yard, so sometimes the kids come down here and play, but we've been getting dirt out of there to try to fill in some spots. But we have a lot of pine trees, and then these are still some more branches that fell during the storm that we haven't been able to clean up yet. That's going to be another big chore that we're going to have to help work on. We have an older mother and son that live next door to us, so we try to help them out too. So this tree, I don't know if I can really get a good picture of it, but I love this tree. It's like dead center in the middle of the yard, and it's just so big, so beautiful. And I like that during the springtime you can really see how it just like grows and starts shining. And the kids love it because they can come out here and do their little tea picnic areas next to it. So we're gonna come over here, and this is the chicken coop that he's been working on. As you can see, it's not finished yet. I'll do a later video or picture when it's all said and done. Hopefully, maybe today it'll get done. But he's still got to put the roof on it, and then we got some shingles to put on it and stuff like that. And then we got some like chicken wire and stuff like that to put around it. And we're gonna dig it into the ground quite a ways because we do have raccoons and we have snakes and stuff like that out here. But this is the gesture of what it looks like. And then, oh, not that side. That side, he's got to trim a little. Ooh, it's a little stuck. But let me open it up. So that's what the inside looks like so far. But we're also going to put like an area so the girls can perch up. And there'll be like a cubby hole for like each of the girls. So they can like sit there with their eggs or get warm. So I think it'll look cute when it's done. So like I said, I'll do a later video on that. But okay, so this is our garden so far that we've been working on and putting stuff in. So I started our plants in the cups like I showed you guys, and they were in the house, but some of them I think didn't get enough sunlight, or the kids moving them around, all sorts of stuff. Oh, I must have left the door open last night. Oops. Okay, so as you can see, I still have to put dirt in these two boxes. I think I'm gonna do like potatoes and maybe sweet potatoes in one, and then I'm not for sure what I'm gonna do in the other quite yet. But in the buckets, these are the tomatoes that we started. I have carrots in these little cups over here. These are our strawberry plants, these two. And then we have peppers that we started. Now these ones, I started these in the first round of cups, and they actually turned out good and they stayed. So I don't know what happened between the peppers and the other stuff, but you know, we just gotta try it to see if it'll work. Okay, so these cups I stuck corn in, and then I just put them out here in the cups to see if they would take off like that. Not really for sure, but we're gonna see. Over here, these are some more strawberries in this potting plant right here, or hanging plant, sorry. And then over here, I don't remember what else is over here. I got some other stuff. This is like guessing stuff. I think it said carrots. And then this one is, this is a squash. Yeah, that one's a squash. So I gotta put that one somewhere. Maybe I should put it over there with the peppers. Maybe I'll do that later today when I get back from work, because I still gotta go to work today. But I wanted to come on here and just give you guys a tour. Yes, I have a grocery cart, I know, in my backyard. So the Kenny and Tayden, our son, is going to take the cart and they're gonna turn it into an engine holder for our son's car. He's gonna start driver's training here soon, and they got a Mustang in the garage that they've been working on. Maybe I'll show you guys that later. But okay, so clothing line, all the stuff. All right, guys, thanks for coming and joining me on my walk, on my tour. If you have any comments that you would like to help out with the first time, you know, actually planting a garden, please let me know. Tell me what you think about our chicken coop. I'll have to give you guys an update when it gets done and show you our birds because they're getting so big, so big. Our chickens are just getting so big. But okay, So I'm going to let you guys go. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with us.